Yo, what is going on, guys? Crypto Vibes here, also known as Crypto. Bringing you guys another video, and today I have my Week 3 matchup in the UPC Season 2, going up against Honor, the commissioner of the league. So, definitely cool that we finally get to play Honor, because last season, like I said, we ended up joining a little bit later, and did not get a chance to play Honor. So it's definitely nice that we get to play him here with our broken teams. So, yeah, as you're going to see, I'm going to go ahead and talk over the teams real quick. As you can see on my side, we have the Kyogre, Magirna Z Captain, Tornadus Therian, Reuniclus, Amoonguss, Kabutops, Licky, Miss Magius, Landorus Therian Z Captain, Druddigon, Meowstic Male, and Hitmontop. And if you guys did not watch my last week's matchup against Coach Oak, I explained at the end of the video that we did have a few transactions, being we dropped Mega Swampert. Unfortunately, it had a great match. It had a great match for us against Coach. It picked up 4 kills again, so I just felt like I wanted to try something else, and I felt like this is actually going to be better for the team in the long run. I ended up dropping Mega Swampert for Landorus Therian. I ended up dropping Lucario for Hitmontop. Gives us another spinner. Didn't really like Lucario on this team. Does not mean I don't like Lucario. Lucario is a great mon. I love Lucario. And the last slot we dropped Zapdos for Tornadus Therian. Zapdos overall, I like Zapdos. It's a cool mon. I really want to try it out. I just feel once again it's not for me anyways. It's not like what I want to use. I don't want to use Zapdos on this team in particular. So I picked up Tornadus Therian, which is a very good mon on this team, I feel. But yeah. Get into Honor's team. He's got the Mewtwo Z Captain, Mega Blaziken, Z Captain Weavile, Scolipede, Delmise, Snorlax, Noivern, Aggron, Togekiss, Gliscor, Ludicolo, and Manectric. So I'm absolutely terrified of his offense. He's got some huge threats on his offense, like Mewtwo Z Captain. I really cannot switch into that thing like safely. I have to figure out like if he's like a Life Orb Specs variant or something, or if he's Z move, then I maybe have to scout for it appropriately. Mega Blaziken, even though I do have a Kyogre as a rain setter, even in 2 Intimidate users now, being Landorus Therian and Hitmontop, I kind of do expect Blaziken to come, or Mega Blaziken. And if he does bring it, I kind of expect him to bring like Hidden Power Ice for Landorus and such, as it is a decent switch into it. And then the Weavile Z Captain, that's the biggest threat this matchup. Outside the Mewtwo, the Weavile is. The only thing that can come onto it is a Magirna, and this being a Z Captain is absolutely terrifying as well, because if he has the Z Dig on deck, then I have to be really careful for that. I'll explain how I'll have to play around that later in the team builder. Scolipede, not really expecting that to come. It obviously has speed boosts and stuff like that. We cannot speed pass in this league. You can dry pass, but Scolipede cannot baton pass with speed or any other stats or anything, so that makes it a little less threatening, still very scary. Things like the Delmise and Ludicolo, both as grass types, I expect one of them to come as be like a sort of a check to my rain, but Kyogre is just such a monster. But I expect Ludicolo over anything, so I'll explain how I deal with that later. The Snorlax is something I definitely expect to come. It's a really good special wall from some of my special hitters like Kyogre, Tornadus, and Magirna. Really good overall. But yeah, I'll go ahead and get into the team builder and show you what I'm bringing and why. As you can see, we're starting off with my boy Don and Bash. I get re-nicknamed the boys. So this is Bash. These are really cheesy names, so don't roast me too hard. But anyways, we're bringing a nice double dance set. This is definitely my favorite lander set to bring. I'm not going to bring it every week, but I would definitely prepare for it. Bringing Adamant, and I believe this is enough speed after a Rock Polish to outspeed. What was it? Was it a Blaziken? Might have been a Mega Blaziken after 1 speed boost or something, or Scolipede after 1 speed boost. But either or, getting that Rock Polish up is going to be nice. It's also, I think this is like a creeping a Gliscor, creeping something on my team, so that's also another thing to keep in mind. And I can afford to run Adamant, which is nice, so I can absolutely pummel something. With Flying MZ, I'm expecting, like, he doesn't really have the best switch-ins to this, so like, say, he's in a position where his Manectric's out, and he doesn't really want to risk an HP Ice against this, like a Miyachi Berry or something. Or say his Mega Blaziken's out and he doesn't have Hidden Power Ice, then I can afford to set up a Rock Polish or an FD, whichever one's better in that scenario. And I'm expecting one of the switch-ins to be maybe Snorlax, maybe a Delmise if he brings it, hoping I'm not like blinding him Z. Ludicolo, if I'm in the rain, then obviously Ludicolo I gotta be careful about. But yeah, I was about to say Mega Swampert, but we got our new Diamond Bash right here, Landorus Therian. So yeah, that's what we're bringing this week for Landers. I think he can put in a ton of work. I think it almost gets a free setup a lot of times against his team if he brings any like choice Pokemon, which is definitely good to note out if I can like identify that early in the game. So that's something. Moving into our next mon, we have Reuniclus, the Splurge here. Basically, it is a terrible. I don't even know what to call that. Like, I was gonna call it the split or the purge, like, after the movie. But I'll just stop talking. You guys probably don't even care. But yeah, as you can see, we have Side Shot, Calm Mind, Recover, and Focus Blast. Coming into the battle, I knew not being able to hit Mewtwo could be a little problematic, and that could be one problem. So I thought about putting Signal Beam on this set, but overall, I thought Side Shock and Focus Blast was the best case scenario with Calm Mind and Recover. And then overall, I don't remember the spread exactly, but actually, yeah, I do. We're calm, so we can take on a Life Orb. Yeah, I think it's a Life Orb Mewtwo Shadow Ball is better. We can at least take 2, I believe. Which is, wait, is that a lie? That might be a lie, but no, with leftovers, yeah, we can take 2, which is nice. But like I said, I don't really agree with the coverage I brought now because I can't hit Mewtwo too hard in return. But if I ever have Mewtwo chipped down with the potential of my rest of my team, then this can at least put in work. I can set up Calm Minds on the Mewtwo if it doesn't have like a Ghost EMZ Shadow Ball. That's something I need to watch out for too. I've decided to go Magic Guard over Regenerator because I thought this can be a potential win con as well, or one of my win cons, I would say. So I decided to go Magic Guard over Regenerator, which I overall thought was just a better option for this time. And that's going to be the Splurge right there, Reuniclus. Coming into our next Pokemon, we have your Kryptonite Kyogre, which is probably one of the better nicknames. It's not like really cheesy, but I tried my best with these. And as you can see right here, we are rocking the same speed we have with our Landers right here, 253. So it's a specific creep I cannot remember at the top of my head, and I don't really want to identify it anyways, but just because I don't want to give anything away like necessarily. But anyways, this is Kyogre right here. We are rocking the Rindo Berry with Surf, Calm Mind, Ice Beam, and Signal Beam. This Kyogre set, like almost every week, this thing's going to be putting in a ton of work because it is your S tier. Everybody's S tier on their team is probably going to be putting in a ton of work every week. So I don't expect Kyogre to have bad matchups a lot of times. In this matchup, he actually has a pretty solid matchup. So outside of the Ludicolo, obviously, and the Delmice, so that's why I have the Rindo Berry right here. I can set up a Calm Mind. I'm expecting with the team I'm bringing, I know the Weavile is a huge threat to my team, so I kind of expect Weavile to be a potential lead against me if he sees his team. Seeing that Lando could be a lead, seeing that Dragon could be a lead, I see Weavile as a potential lead. And it outspeeds the majority of my, actually outspeeds my whole team outside of like a potential Scarfer. Or Rock Polish Lando, of course. So I wanted to bring this particular set and potentially lead with it if I saw Weavile. If Weavile leads against this, I know he's not going to stay in. Weavile has such a good matchup against the team I'm bringing. And I could get up a free Calm Mind, basically. And I know his switching would be either Delmice or Ludicolo. And if it's not either of those, it would be the Snorlax. And I can easily take on a Snorlax 1v1 after one Calm Mind with a Surf. I believe it 2 KOs most variants. So yeah, this is a huge threat. So basically, if I set up a Calm Mind, he makes a switch into Ludicolo or something, he could throw off a Grass move even if he's very offensive. My Rindo Berry Prongs, it does like 30% to me, and then Signal Beam can bop the Ludicolo if it's offensive. If it is defensive, then his Giga Drains or whatever is not going to be doing too much to me with my Rindo Berry especially. So I figured this would be a pretty good overall. I'll bring a Surf, Ice Beam, and Signal Beam just hit his entire team, I believe, for neutral or super effective damage, so that's really good there. And the extra bulk's also nice, like I said, with Calm Mind, it's really good. But moving into our next mon, we have a Medal of Honor right here. Going up against Honor, I figured it was only right that we brought the boy Dredagon. And yeah, this was probably the best set I could have brought with Rocky Helmet, Rough Skin, Stealth Rock, Dragon Tail, Toxic, and Superpower. And the speed creep right here is in case he brought Aggron, I want to be able to outspeed a Aggron potentially creeping. It's a really specific thing I brought. It's if he brings Aggron and he thinks I bring Dredagon, he wants to bring a little bit of speed to outspeed a non-invested Dredagon. So I want to bring a little bit more speed than what I'm thinking he'll creep. If that makes any sense at all. So yeah, we're bringing Stealth Rock, Dragon Tail, Toxic, and Superpower. This can get up rocks on the Snorlax pretty well. It can get up rocks on things like the Mega Blaziken, and chipping both those down with Rough Skin plus Rocky Helmet is really nice for my team. As Dragon Tail can phase out any setup sweepers, so I'm not too worried about something setting up in my face. Toxic's nice. If I ever get down the Snorlax, I'm expecting like a Figgy Berry set with like Recycle and stuff. That's what I faced in my mock with Tsunami. I think it's a pretty good set to bring against me. Superpower is right there to hit the Snorlax super effectively, as well as the Aggron if he decide to bring that. And then we're just a very, very defensive variant in general. I don't remember what the attack is for, I believe maybe it's a Superpower 2-8 KOs Snorlax without the Figgy. That might be the set, but overall I thought Dragon had a pretty good matchup here, and rocks are pretty important for his team to let one of the mons in the back kind of just clean this week, which is a possibility, I think. But anyways, coming into our next mon, we have Coach Elm, not Coach Elk, we have Coach Elm this week with Magearna, with the Pixie Plate, Aura Sphere, Ice Beam, Trick Room, and Floor Cannon. His team is super fast. He has 2 speed boost users, being the Mega Blaziken and Scolipede, so I figured Trick Room is pretty nice on this. Pixie Plate, Floor Cannon hits his team extremely hard. I don't have the best coverage exactly to hit Scolipede, but I don't expect Scolipede to come. I think it has a pretty poor matchup overall due to my double flying being Landorus and Tornadus, and as well as double Intimidate with Hitmontop and Landorus, and then obviously I have Kyogre, which Scoliped's not doing too much too, so I didn't expect it to come. As well as Jardigon, so Scolipede really did not have a good matchup at all. As Magearna or Pixie Plate boosted, Floor Cannons are going to be a ton to him overall. After rocks go up, oh my gosh, voice crack. After rocks go up, Pixie Plate, Floor Cannon can knock out most Mewtwo and Mega Blaziken sets, which is really, really nice. So if he ever wants to try to set up in front of Magearna, then that's a problem. Then that's not really too much of a problem. If it's like a Calm Mind Mewtwo, I can at least Floor Cannon, and then he would be forced to knock me out. And I do have a Choice Scarfer in the back that can revenge kill a Calm Minding Mewtwo if that is ever a thing. But anyways, we don't need any speed. We're running negative speed nature. This underspeeds a... What is it? Underspeed... I can't quite remember. I believe this underspeeds something by 1 point, if I'm remembering correctly. Maybe it's a Snorlax? I think it's a Snorlax, actually. We underspeed the Snorlax by 1 if he doesn't run a negative speed nature, which is nice. So yeah, and then the coverage, like I said, it hits his entire team really nicely outside of the Scolipede, which I just don't see coming, to be honest. And moving into our last one, we have... That was easy, the Tornado Therian making its first appearance for the Amityville for us. I was going to say the league, but then I wanted to say my team name, so there we go. Bringing the Choice Scarf Tornado Therian. It's our fastest one on the team, so we're deciding to throw a Choice Scarf on, you know. I think it's just the best way to go this time. And it's a really good revenge killer against this team. With Hurricane, U-Turn, Focus Blast, and Knockoff, I actually really like this set too because I can live an Ice Shard from Weavile, and most of the time Weavile is going to be wanting to click Ice School Crash against me anyway, so if I can ever get a surprise kill on Weavile with Focus Blast, or even just pivot out with U-Turn, get a ton of damage off on it, that would be amazing. After rocks, Hurricane can knock out Mega Blaziken, knocks out Weavile. Does Hurricane knock out Weavile after rocks? No, that's actually, it needs to take 2 rounds, unfortunately, but I believe U-Turn might actually be able to pick it off after rocks, which is really nice. So this being really nice, I want to run Naive over Hasty because the special defense drop isn't as bad as a special or as a regular defense drop, being that Weavile has Ice Shard and whatnot. So that's something I had to watch out for. Ice Shard does about, after rocks, Ice Shard can pick me off, I believe. Actually, what I EV'd it for was, if he's running Ground EMZ like I thought, to potentially deal with Magearna, he would have no boosting item in like attack or whatnot. So Ice Shard after rocks cannot take me out. I think I EV'd that with the HP and stuff, so that's nice there. As yeah, overall this thing can put in a ton of work. It revenge kills a ton of things. It can clean late game if played properly. I thought it was a pretty good bring overall. And yeah, basically that's going to be it for the team builder, guys. I'll go ahead and get into the battle itself. Alright, and we are back, and as you guys can see, we are on the other side. I need to probably change that. Let's go ahead and switch sides real quick, reset that. But yeah, as you guys can see, we are back, and okay, he did in fact bring the Dhelmise, he brought the Mewtwo, he brought the Mega Blaziken, he brought the Manectric, he brought the Weavile, and he brought the Snorlax. I would say I predicted 4 of these right. I predicted the Mewtwo, Mega Blaziken, Weavile, and Snorlax. Dhelmise I thought would probably be Ludicolo, and I thought the Manectric would probably be either Aggron or Gliscor, which I guess I can see his point for not bringing it because I obviously had Kyogre. And Manectric, its Thunder Spam in rain is going to be very annoying. So that's something to point out. But I also think there's a potential he could be Choice Specs Manectric before going into this game. And if I figure that out, that's really good. Because I can pivot around something like a Magearna or Reuniclus, and then after that get a free switch into Lando after determining the damage if it is specs, and then, you know, get a free SD or Rock Polish from there. But anyways, right here, like I said, I do see the Weavile on the other side, and if he looks at my teams and looks at Weavile, I kind of feel like he could just lead Weavile, because Ice Whip Crash, Knockoff, Ice Whip Crash, Ice Whip Crash. Against four Vermons, it has a pretty good matchup. Magearna and Kyogre wouldn't have the best matchup, so I'm just going to Kyogre right here. As he actually predicts that very nicely and leads with the Manectric right here. So right here, this is I'm not willing to risk this turn 1. I definitely don't think he's going to predict turn 1 and go for HP Ice, because if he goes for HP Ice, I just surf, he's dead. So I think Thunder's his safest play right here, and he might not think I just go into Landorus because that's a very risky play to make very early on. So anyways, I'm just going to pull the pretty mid-ground play, go into my Reuniclus right here. This is supposed to be one of my main answers to Mewtwo, but I figured it was my best chance to pivot around right here. And as you can see, after that damage, it does 52%. After leftovers, it puts us in a range where we can live another one, which is nice, unless he gets like a good roll. But after seeing that damage, I absolutely know 100% he has specs. That cannot be modest. That's not even modest magnet or anything. That's just straight up specs. So after this, I am just going to pull a straight up switch into my Landorus. I really wish I was Regenerator on my Reuniclus after knowing that's going to be such a good pivot against this team. But he goes for the Thunder right again, which is good for me because this means I can basically set up a free SD. If he goes straight into Weavile or straight into Mega Blaziken, then bravo, or not Mega Blaziken, but if he goes straight into just Weavile or Mewtwo, then bravo to him. That was a really good play because he would still be faster than me after an SD. But risking an Earthquake and taking a ton of damage isn't really what I expect him to do. I expect him to either go into Snorlax or Dhelmise right here, as I'm just going to go ahead and set up an SD. He does go into Dhelmise, not Serena right here, as you're going to see. So we set up an SD. Oh, and as you can see, I am just going to go straight for the Flying MZ. I figure there's no problem with it. If he predicts it and doubles out into Manectric and lives that, then very nice play on this part again. But I think it's just too early to make predictions like that. And he is just going to stay in. And I am able to knock out his Dhelmise. And where that is so great is I can get up rocks freely now with my Druddigon, as he has no remover now, which is really good. If I get rocks up, it puts things in potential range of Tornadus, Therian Cleaning, as well as Magearna with Flare Cannon. So overall, that's really nice. Right here, he is in with Manectric again. I was very, very close to just staying in and clicking Rock Polish. Had I clicked Rock Polish, I'm pretty sure I just won. If he clicked Thunder, of course. If he clicked Thunder right here, locked himself into it, predicting my Kyogre or something to come back out, then I could have clicked Rock Polish per se and just basically cleaned, I think. Mewtwo could have lived a hit, maybe. He would have, I think he would have had to have Weavile get like a high roll of Ice Shard or something like that, but I'm pretty sure I EV to take a Life Orb Ice Shard or something like that. But anyways, nonetheless, I'm not going to risk it at this point in the game. I'm just going to play my safe play right here. I'm actually not even going to go into Kyogre right away because if he does Thunder, I don't want to take a huge chunk on Kyogre because Kyogre can still do a ton of work this game. I'm just going to go to Magearna right here because I figured Thunder would do a little bit over half, but if I see he locks himself in a Thunder, I can pivot around from there. And he actually just goes for HPI, so that puts me in a very good spot right away, or right after this turn. And right here, I know he's just going to switch out. I know he expects at this point. I expect either the Snorlax or the Blaziken to want to come out, even though Rain is here. I think Blaziken has a chance to come out because it can take a hit from Magearna. So I'm just going to pull the double in my Druddigon right here as it matches up well against Blaziken and Snorlax. As he does go into Snorlax, which is nice by me. Even if he has the Ice Punch, my Rock Skin plus Rocket Helmet is going to be chipping this thing down a lot, and chipping down Snorlax is really nice because Kyogre can start to clean up if that's the case. So I am actually just going to throw out my Stealth Rocks right here, as we should be faster than him. So that little speed creep for Aggron comes in handy. I don't really know if he was running any speed on Snorlax at all, but that is nice there. As he's going to take a ton of damage from that. I am going to throw up a Toxic right here. The reason I have Toxic over Superpower first is because just in case he is Figgy Berry, I want to be able to get that Toxic damage building up against him, because if he has Figgy Berry, Superpower does not knock him out. It puts him right back in Figgy range, and he can click Recycle basically and just keep going from there and eventually just kill me. I guess Superpower wasn't a bad play, but I felt like Toxic was a fair play. I am just going to click Superpower right here, show it on the next turn, as I am predicting him to go for the Recycle, because he just showed Figgy Berry right there essentially. So I'm predicting to go for a Recycle. I'm just click Superpower, rack up this poison damage on him, as he's going to go for the Recycle, and after you see the Figgy Berry, puts him, after the Toxic damage, it puts him at 63%. My last Superpower did 61.5%, so it's a roll to knock him out, and if he just wants to attack me, we have a double down essentially. But just in case he wanted to make a play into, say, Mewtwo, Rocks plus Superpower would do very, very, very little damage to that, and I did not want that thing potentially setting up or getting a free kill on, or just setting up in general. I did not want that thing setting up. I did have Dragon Tail on deck, so I guess I could have just spammed Superpower right here in case I was scared of setup Mewtwo. But I decided to click Dragon Tail right here just in case he went to Mewtwo. I figured it was a decent play. But Druddigon is going to go down nonetheless. But anyways, it's not too much of a problem because Snorlax is in the range where Kyogre can just come out and click Surf. Definitely picks it off right here. The rain boosted Surf is definitely going to kill it as Snorlax does go down. He pulls a switch in Manectric, which I kind of... Did I disagree with this play? No, it was a different play, but I agree right here with coming into Manectric, but this is what I'm saying. I told Tsunami about this. I thought that the Choice Specs Manectric was a little bit of a double-edged sword, being that it does a ton to my team. With Thunder and just HPI, so it just destroys my team. But at the same time, I have a lot of setup mons this week. If I figure out what this thing locks itself into, that could be a very bad situation for him, even if he knocks out my Kyogre right here. So if he went for Thunder right here, a Choice Specs Thunder, I think we might live that, but even if it kills me, I'm okay with that because it gives me a free switch into Landorus, and I can actually set up a Rock Boss from there and get a kill, if not get a kill, weakening something very, very, very low, and then let Tricker Magearna just go off. So the plan here was I am actually just going to say and click Surf. So if he overpredicts and clicks HP Ice, that is best case scenario for me. If he clicks Thunder, gets me very, very low, if not kills me, I'm still okay with that because I can go to Lando after. So as you're going to see, he actually predicts right here the Lando to come in, goes for HP Ice. I click the Surf. That crit did not matter. This was definitely knocking him out. And he goes into Mewtwo right here, Harbinger. So at this point in the game, I see Mewtwo, and in the back, I see Weavile and Mega Blaziken. Those two being that Kyogre can deal with those pretty well. So right here, I actually want to preserve my Kyogre. I am a little bit scared of a Calm Mind Mewtwo. That could be a potential thing. If it is potentially Calm Mind, I probably should have stayed in right here, but as we're going to see, I pulled the switch into my Magearna, trying to take any hit from this thing. The reason I switched out, guys, is because I told you guys Kyogre was such a big problem for these last two mons in the back. And Mewtwo is one of his Z captains, so if he had shown like a Psychium Z right there and just knocked out my Kyogre, it wouldn't have been the end of me, but it would have made the game a little bit tougher, if not a lot tougher to pull out. But he actually is going to show the bulk up, so nice prep on his part. I'm actually a little scared of this thing because it gets really good coverage on the physical side. I'm just going to click Flare Cannon right here. Now this was a interesting turn because he showed me a calc after the game that showed Mewtwo taking from a Choice Specs Modest Magearna taking only 60-some to 70-some% with a Flare Cannon. He didn't have any investment and he was adamant, so I don't know if his calc got messed up or not because I calced it afterwards and it showed my Magearna doing 86 to 102 with a Flare Cannon with my set with being Pixie Plate Quiet Nature. So I don't know if one of our calcs messed up on that or not, but anyways, you're going to see right here, I click Flare Cannon on his next bulk up, which is a pretty appropriate play because I land on the back and I crit him right there, which based on my calc, man, I don't know. I don't think it mattered because, like I said, it did 86 to 102. Even if it left him on like 1% or whatnot, I could revenge kill with the Tornadus Therian afterwards and potentially win the game with Kyogre at that point. So it sucks in the moment because he was obviously setting up and he told me afterwards he had Earthquake, Zen Headbutt, and Drain Punch, I believe. So he could have Earthquake, my Magearna knocked it out. But then, like I said, I go into Tornadus T and revenge kill. Even if I don't get the crit, it puts him... Even if I don't get the crit, and if it was based off his calc, then it puts him around 30%. So Hurricane, Tornadus Therian can just come in and click Hurricane and knock it out. It definitely does 30% to a Mewtwo. But that crit sucked in the moment. I don't know if I would have bulked up again because I don't know. it was a tough play. I can definitely see why he went for bulk up again because I landed on the back. And maybe he thought I wasn't doing much damage because, like I said, his calc might have got messed up. I don't know which calc he was using exactly, but I am going to knock him out nonetheless with a Flare Cannon. Get my Soul Heart boost, but I'm still -1. But right here goes into Weavile. This is basically game because unless this is Groundium Z Weavile, at this point he can knock me out, but then I have Kyogre in the back and it can deal with the rest of the other two of his mons. So right here, if he shows the Groundium, I am okay with letting Magearna just go down. I can go into Kyogre afterwards and spam Surf. As he actually is just going to show the low kick. It does not do nearly anything to me, and I can just throw off an Aura Sphere and it does knock him out. Actually, that was pretty cool. After -1, an Aura Sphere to a Weavile after Rocks did like 70, actually it was like 76 to 90, and he was at 75, so pretty cool there that our investment helped us there. He's going to go into Blaziken right here. His Mega Blaziken actually. So I realize I do have basically a full health Kyogre in the back. I could go into it right here, but I'm still a little scared of what potential Mega Blaziken set it could be. I didn't really look up what moves he got like at this point in the game. I just want to stay in spam Flare Cannon. Flare Cannon after Rocks can knock out the Mega Blaziken, so he's going to click Protect right there, get his speed boost. Which this is a little annoying now because my Tornadus Therian cannot outspeed this thing after +2 speed, as you're going to see right here. So I am going to bring out my Kyogre now in the rain. With this much health left, I don't think he can knock me out with anything. It does not get Thunder. Mega Blaziken does not. He's showing nice special, so it throws off a Toxic as I just knock him out with a Surf. And that is going to be game as we pick up the 4-0 win up against Honor and his... I cannot remember his team name at the moment. The Portland Primates. Yes, that's what it was. The Portland Primates for the Amityville and for us. So good game to Honor. Prepping for that offense was not fun at all, man. The Mewtwo... if that would have been a potential Z move, then something was just dropping in my team. There was no switch-ins at all. But I figured overall, things like Landorus, Therian, Even though Tornadus did not hit the field at all, I felt like I had a good matchup. Kyogre put in a ton of work, picked up 3 kills. It's actually at the top of the kill leaderboard in the league right now, I believe, with 8 kills, 8 and 1. So definitely trying to stack that up. So that's nice there. And that one right there puts us a 3-0 plus 9 differential for the season. And I believe that moves us to 2nd overall in the league, which is pretty nice. But anyways, that is going to be it for me, guys. If you guys enjoyed this video, go ahead and leave a like and subscribe if new. I really, really would appreciate it. And yeah, if you guys want to go ahead and leave comments down below, go ahead and let me know how you're liking this season. If there's any new mons you want me to try out in new draft leagues, that would be definitely interesting. I am going to have another video come out today with a new league I am in. If you guys did not see some of my EBT tournament videos, then that might be giving some of it away. But anyways, yeah, that's going to be it for me, guys. If you enjoyed, peace. I'm sorry, if you enjoyed, leave a like and subscribe like I said, and peace.